We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, testing key support levels and pulling down for most of the day, but it wasn't the only stock falling. The overall market and Tesla did as well, and our Tesla bot at 8:40 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to try to fight and stay above the 450 area. We're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run idea was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run idea was from our SPY bot. Our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator at 10:10 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here so far from bright green bars to white with red borders on 42 vision, from the rip area to the dip area as I like to call it. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator since yesterday in the after hours at the 455 area, rejected off of it at today's open, and outflows have been dominating since yesterday and rejected today and dominated all day. These inflow versus outflows are going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow, currently sitting at negative 2.39. Definitely something to not ignore, and to justify any further strength to the upside. If the bulls try to reappear, these inflows need to pick up and try to cross the midpoint here, but not just on the 30-minute. We also have the 1 hour when we zoom out here with outflows dominating and a full transition from the rip area to the dip area, and under a bear indicator here at the 454 area. Definitely something to not ignore there, a key resistance to not overlook, and it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to try to pick up here as well in the 1 hour chart. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 2-hour, we can also see here how a bear indicator has closed and confirmed and popped up, and outflows crossed over for the first time in the last 2 weeks since the bull indicator that popped up at the 440 area. And those inflows had been strong, crossing over the midpoint and hitting highs here of 7.04. Definitely something to not overlook in the bigger picture. When we zoom in and look at this from the 15-minute, we could see in the volatility how the bull and bear indicators have been popping up, but a bear indicator popped up here at 454.52, rejected off of it when it came up to it, and lasted with these outflows in the second half of the day and hitting a dip area here towards the close. This is very interesting that a transition so far has happened to red bars with green borders, and the last piece missing is dark green and bright green bars. If these transitions can continue and these inflows are trying to pick up here towards the midpoint, and it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to cross over the midpoint to further reflect any strength into these charts and possibly roll it over into the 30-minute chart. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, at the 451.50 area. Critical support there. And then below that, if these outflows continue to the downside and reject here on the 15-minute, switching from green to red and continuing to reflect that weakness into these charts, well, the next support is 450. And then below that is back down towards where the bull indicator popped up at the 448.70 area. And this is the first bear indicator that pops up here in the 30-minute chart since the bull indicator from down here at the 448 area, and outflows crossed over significantly for the first time between yesterday in the after hours and today's volatility. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. To the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up here on the 30-minute, also on the 1 hour, and in the process cancel out these bear indicators with possible bull indicators, and on the 15-minute officially cross over the midpoint and continue to head towards it as it's green. Reflect that strength into these charts, cancel out that bear indicator from up here at the 454.50 area, and the first resistance is the 454.50 area where the rejections happen in the volatility, and on the 15-minute where the bear indicator popped up. And then above that comes the 455 area. Those are the key levels I'll be watching in that tight range. Now, if that could get broken through and these inflows start to pick up here on the 30-minute, roll that strength over into the 1 hour as well, and eventually cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator as that strength starts to reflect into these charts, well, then the next resistance above that is the recent highs from yesterday up here at around the 456.50 area to 457, and if that gets broken through, the next resistance I'll be watching is the 460 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, but these inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, as on the 15-minute we could see how these inflows are trying to pick up. It's going to be crucial for it to cross over, and if it does, I'll be watching if that strength can roll over into the 30-minute, start pulling up the 30-minute with it to further reflect that strength into these charts and possibly cancel out this bear indicator with that possible bull indicator, as well as could this strength roll over into the 1 hour to start heading towards the midpoint as well. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside once again. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.